What's up guys, I'm Caddy here, now today I'm bringing you guys a Week 6 battle of the IEP League against the Goldenrod Gligars, aka, Flashfire's the coach, it's probably the best way to put it. And actually, as you guys probably heard from his laugh, he's actually joined me for this.
Hello.
That's great. Now, we figured it was probably good because we can just talk about what sets we brought, why we decided to bring certain things, without revealing too much, because I think we've still got 2 more games to go, haven't we?
I think so, yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Another 2 turns for me to bring the Dusclops.
I hate that thing so much.
It's such a good thing. I absolutely love it. So, do you want to sort of run through some of the things you decide to bring?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the main reason... So we've played before. I think we've played 1 match before. This was our second match. And the main thing that I feel made me lose in the last match was that I couldn't break through your Dusclops. So I brought so much hate for that thing this time. I think I brought Lum SD Scizor with knockoff for that.
Oh, God.
And I put knockoff on Kabutops, and I brought banded Staraptor because it can 2-hit KO. And I just brought so much hate for the Dusclops because it just stopped me last time and it upset me so much.
Wait, is this was it banded? I thought it was
yeah, it was. It was banded. I probably shouldn't have told you that, but oh well. And I also brought Zen Headbutt on the Chesnuaght just for the Mega Venusaur, although I don't know if that was the best idea, but ended up working out quite well, I think. And then other than that, it's just fairly standard. I just brought threats and stuff. I brought the Alomomola because you have physical scary stuff like Hitmonlee and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So my planning was first of all to make sure to get Rock Suck, because I knew that would really damage your Staraptor and also keep them off the field as well. And I obviously Dusclops is a really good spin blocker.
Yeah.
And I knew I think your only other defogger is maybe the Scizor, which I thought you probably want to have more of an offensive one for this one.
Yeah.
Especially if you were bringing the Rapid Spin, and it means they get free switch into Heatran anyway, so it wouldn't be too bad. And I guess the Mantine could be an option, but I didn't think you were probably going to bring that. So
yeah, I originally had a Alomomola and Mantine, and then I thought that was a bit too much. So
yeah, definitely. So on top of that, I had Scarftran actually.
okay.
Just in case, I knew I could do a good amount to the Gardevoir. That was the main reason, and I knew you were probably going to bring the Mega Gardevoir over the Mega Scizor, because I knew obviously that did a lot to the Venatran core if I was going to bring that.
Yeah.
I had Dragon Dance, Latios, which in theory would have worked really well, but I didn't expect you to bring both the Alomomola and also the Chesnuaght. And I think the amount of physical sort of walling that went on there really limited my potential.
Oh, did you not bring a mixed stat?
Oh, it was mixed. It was mixed,
okay.
But it was mainly physically offensive,
right?
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which was it was a shame, because I then realised actually if I'd have just gone the normal standard set, I probably would have done a lot better.
If you brought Thunderbolt Ice Beam, you would have
wrecked.
made it very sad.
So and then just physically defensive Dusclops, physically defensive Umbreon. And yeah, that was the plan really from there, because I knew there was no point going specialty defense, because your only real hard hitter was the Gardevoir, and Hyper Voice was doing ridiculous amounts anyway, so there's no point even trying. So you ready to go straight into the battle?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Cool. So I led off with Hitmonlee, and you led off with the Chesnuaght. I'm trying to remember what I expect you to lead off with. Oh, I knew you normally ran with the Staraptor to start with, at least for the last battle. So I knew I had Fake Out on the Hitmonlee and things like that, so I knew I could get a bit of damage off on that, and that would be quite crucial.
See, I was thinking you lead off with the Domfan, and I didn't want to put Staraptor in front of an Ice Shard, so
yeah, no, that was definitely a good point. Yeah, so I really didn't want to high jump kick here.
Yeah.
So I ended up going out into by PP. As you go for the Leech Seed, which is a really good play, because there was no way I was going to go for high jump kick there.
Yeah, it's far too risky, especially turn 1. Like,
I was not man enough to do that at all. So I really didn't want this to get Leech Seed, because it was just going to be utterly crippling. So I ended up going out into Hannibal. As you go out into Alomomola.
Yeah.
Citing the nickname as well, which I just
about. I tried.
No, it's fine. So I had to try and work out what to do here. I decided probably Rocks was the way to go, so I risked the burn, especially after my battle with Priya. I was like, surely I won't get burnt again.
I think you'll probably do some luck after that.
Yeah, definitely. So I thought Ringlet was the way to go, because at least then I could hope for the burn, and then I could get a burn on this guy, and your lack of heal bell as well. Just getting any residual damage on this would be really excellent.
Absolutely.
But I don't get burnt.
How sad.
Which is a shame. So you end up going out to the Scizor, as I double out as well, and into the Venatran, because Heatran, because I expect you to go out probably into the Scizor to scare me out or something like that, or even the Gardevoir was the other option. So I thought Heatran was probably a good middle. So obviously force you out into your Fossil, and I go for the Lava Plume here, just because I was like, don't want to over predict too much at the start, just Just go for the moves.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
In case.
Well, it's also a nice burn chance anyway.
Yeah,
like,
and I think I also figured that everything else apart from the this guy here really wouldn't appreciate a Lava Plume, and I don't think it may have 2-hit KO'd the Gardevoir if I had burnt, if I remember rightly.
Possibly, yeah.
I can't remember. It was something like that, and I knew you, apart from maybe a Focus Blast, you wouldn't be able to KO back from there. So I go back out into Dusclops because I knew I can handle that and stop your
See, I completely forgot you were a spin blocker. That made me really sad.
Yeah, it's such a good bond, especially if you have like any form of hazards that you're trying to stop them stacking. Yeah. It's so good. So obviously you go for the knockoff there, and I wasn't too upset because I knew like as long as I can keep rocks up, then the Staraptor is less of a threat, and that makes life a lot easier. And I managed to burn you as well, which was absolutely excellent. So you set up your own rocks here. I go for another Willow because I figured I can take another hit. I can take another 2 hits from you with knockoffs, so I might as well Willow just in case you decide to be cheeky.
Yeah, I see that.
As no, setting up rocks was definitely a good way to go, especially sort of in terms of whittling down. It was actually made quite a bit of difference in the end as well. So I just go for the rest because it's just a evil
stalling and
set.
Disgusting.
So just get one of my Sleep Talks off and just kill you with a Seismic Toss. It wouldn't have made any difference regardless of what happened with the burn. So you get into the Scizor here, and I'm trying to remember what you do set up in my face here.
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah. As I get the Willow, and I was like, yes, and then the Lub.
I brought so much hate for this thing. Like, yeah. It's unbelievable.
Why is it even PU? It makes no sense.
I don't know. It's far too bulky.
So you go for the knockoff again, and I was like, I'm sure I can take another one. So I can go for the Willow. I missed, though, which made me quite sad, but...
oh, well, it makes up for that later on in the battle, don't worry.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I go out into Heatran, because I figured I can force another switch here.
Yeah, this thing walls me out completely, or just scares me out, certainly.
So you go out into Palindrome. I just felt like I didn't want to overpredict too much with this guy, and I knew even if Alomomola was coming out, I could do a decent chunk to that, so that was at least my reasoning behind that.
Yeah.
Let me see, I knew you were going to go out into something, and so I'm trying to remember what I went for. Did I just go for the foul play? No, I doubled down to actually back out into defeat. Yeah, because I knew all of your other Pokemon I could force switches on.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Apart from maybe the
Staraptor
if it was Scarfed, I'd have to take a bit of a risk there. So that was my reasoning behind it. And I was like, he's not going to stay unschooled, especially if he's got a wish up. So
fair enough.
That was the feeling there. So I then calced this and realised actually I just fall short of KOing you from here.
Oh really?
If you Mega up, yeah. So I had to decide whether to keep Heatran, because I knew Heatran would do, I think it was at this point, if I remember rightly. No, I'd switch out, that's later on.
Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself here. So we pull all sorts of doubles
yeah.
from here. So I'm trying to remember here. So you get the top
yeah, I'm trying to remember this as well.
I rapid spin. Ago. Yeah.
Okay. That's upsetting.
Yeah, because I wanted to get rid of rocks, and I figured that was probably the best time to do it, even if I get some sort of damage off on me. So you get the skill down. I was hoping for the burn. Don't get the burn again.
No luck.
Yeah. And I predicted another double here as you do go out into this guy. I think this is the point, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think I remember calking here as well. So
yeah, I was like, I knew I couldn't take a Focus Blast, but I was like, do I get enough damage off? Because I knew Hitmonlee would then do well against your team, apart from obviously the a few, working around protects and stuff, and also my Latios would have a much better time as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I think my thing was this heat round's just destroying my team, so I needed to do something about it.
Yeah, I don't know if my play was the right play, but
it was
tricky.
Doesn't quite KO. I'm so happy I landed that Focus Blast.
Yeah, I was like, he also has the chance to miss, and I was like, maybe it's worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm able to force the switch here. As you get into the Scizor, now this is the really tricky bit, because I Mega up here, go for the Shadow Claw. Now I knew this is the turn that took absolutely ages for me to try and work out what to do, because I could either go for I think I had Shadow Claw, I had Ice Beam. I knew I had Ice Beam and Thunderbolt, and I knew those would just about not KO you. But I knew I could take a U-turn, and I could take pretty much everything else. But it meant if I stayed in and took a U-turn, I wouldn't be able to sweep later on, because he could come back in with a Scizor, Bullet Punch me, and KO. Because a U-turn Bullet Punch combo kills me from here. So it was like, do I want to get damage off on the Scizor and maybe stop it from ever switching out again? because I think it would bring it down below.
Yeah, it would be bring me down to Rock's range.
Yeah, but then I would be severely limited in terms of my sweeping. So I figured, let's just go for it. Because I could have also Dragon Danced in your face there, and then I was like, it was a really tricky turn to know what to do. So at this point, I was like, he's got to be Scarfed.
Oh, that was it. I bluffed the Scarf.
Yeah,
that's what
that was a really good play. That was a really good play. So I was like, sack Hannibal. Hannibal, you can go. I thought, Hannibal all the time.
After that turn, you took ages to make a move. I thought you were checking if I was banded or not.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had no. I checked to see whether it would make any difference with the Donphan, and it didn't.
Because okay.
Yeah.
I think if you were defensive, were you defensively invested?
No, I was just tank set.
Because if you were, it did make a difference.
Yeah, so that's when I was like, oh, this is going to be such a problem.
Yeah.
So I decided to stay in, and you do a huge amount here, and I was like, oh, okay, now I know he was banded, but it's a bit late now.
Yeah.
So and I couldn't really protect or do anything like that. So you go out into this, and I decided probably the best thing to do is to sack this off, because I knew the Scizor could handle me. If you had Drain Punch on that, it would be fine. And then the only difference would be if it was a one-on-one stall fest with Alomomola, I might have more of I'd have a bit of a chance of winning then. But I was like, the chance of that is so remote that it's probably not worth going for that. So I decided to let myself.
I think you made the right play there.
Down, and then out into Hitmonlee, because I knew I could fake out trap that.
Threatens everything.
Yeah, I decided to Mach Punch here.
That's interesting.
Just in case, because I was thinking if the Scizor comes. Oh no, maybe not the Scizor. It would do more damage to everything else that switched in.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I was like, I'm better off not going for the fake out, because I knew I calculated, I knew it wouldn't KO, KO your guy regardless. It was just in case you wanted to save some death fodder.
Huh. It's interesting to see you're running double priority though. You don't get that very often. That's nice.
Yeah. I figured he doesn't really have too many options in terms of like the fourth move, and I figured double priority is probably quite good, because the fake out Mach Punch combo does KO a lot of fast things.
Yeah, I guess lots of frail stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I could have gone for Bullet Punch, but I decided Mach Punch was probably the way to go for the stab. So you go out into the Chesnuaght hit, and this is when the mind games begin. Because I high jump kick, because I was like, he's not going to Spiky Shield this turn.
This made me so sad.
Yeah, and this is the turn when...
one turn. If this turn had gone properly, I would have won this so easy.
Yeah, definitely. And the differential would be absolutely huge as well.
Oh, so upsetting.
Yeah, you missed the Zen Headbutt. So I go for the knockoff here, predicting the Spiky Shield. But you decide not to Spiky Shield and go for the Leech Seed, which is an excellent play. So I had a choice here. I could either obviously stay in and go for another move, which I knew you were going to go for Spiky Shield probably this turn. I was like, he's bluffed it so far, he's going to pull it off. So I decided probably the best way would be to pull a double out into the Latios. As you go for the Spiky Shield, that was quite close. Go out into the Scizor, sack it off. My play here, I do Dragon Dance here, which was, I think, the only option I really had.
My thing here was I knew this thing could live any one hit from your Latios or your Hitmonlee, so I wanted to get a safe switch and Scald something. Actually, I don't think Scald kills Latios from this range. I could be wrong.
Really?
Does it? I don't know. I don't know if I
can't remember. We'll see. But
yeah.
This is the point when I realised, actually, if I was running the special set, I'd be in so much of a better position. So I could have KO'd the Scizor, KO'd this guy in one shot, KO'd your guy. Yeah, it was such a mistake on my part. It was, you brought a lot of things that I didn't expect you to bring, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I decided, I think, just to stay in, do as much damage as possible. I get the para, so I was like, oh, if he gets paralyzed now, it might be.
I think that would have been game.
Yeah, that would have been game, because I had the Ice Beam on this as well. But you do manage to get the Toxic off. And
I did count that Scald didn't kill from 9%.
Yeah, so I was like, does he have the Protect? And I was like, actually, if he's got the Protect, it doesn't make any difference. This is the only play I can really make. So I have to go for the T-Bolt here.
See, I did have it, but I thought you were going to switch Hitmonlee, so I wanted to...
Well, my theory with this was if I went out into Hitmonlee, and even if you went for the Protect there, first of all, the Protect would fail, and I don't think a knockoff KO'd. And then also, if you had Spiky Shield on... Obviously, you had Spiky Shield on this, so you could just Spiky Shield on the turn that I'm Toxic.
Oh, yeah.
So I would have to...
That makes sense.
My Hitmonlee would then have to die on the turn that you did to the Spiky Shield, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which it wouldn't have done at the damage it was at, unless I went for High Jump Kick. So it was... Yeah, this was probably the way to go, I figured. And then it was just literally mind games from here.
This was so distressing.
Yeah.
If I'd landed the Zen Headbutt, it would have been over, but
I know. But yeah, this was quite a crazy one. So you go for the Spiky Shield here, and I figured the best way to go would be for the Fake Out.
Yeah.
Now, the way I figured this was, if he didn't Spiky Shield, I would flinch you.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to do a move, so you wouldn't be able to do anything. And then the next turn, I could fake out again, predicting you to go for the Spiky Shield, because it would just fail, and I wouldn't get any Rocky Helmet or Life Orb damage. Or anything like that. And then, I think if you Spiky Shield, I would still have enough HP to then go for a high jump kick this turn, which meant you had a 50% chance to win.
Yeah.
So I essentially sort of narrowed it down so it was a guaranteed 50% chance either way.
Yeah.
For us to win, which was absolutely tense. And as you can see, double Spike Shield. But to be honest, that's fair enough. I'm really not mad. Like, you missed that Zen Headbutt, which was just huge. If I'd have won that, I'd have felt so bad.
Yeah, because like if I'd missed that Zen Headbutt, I had a 90% chance to win with that Zen Headbutt.
Yeah.
And then you brought it down to a 50. It was I was not happy. I was so mad for the whole of the rest of that battle.
Yeah. But no, it was a really, really good game. Like it was honestly so tense and.
We've had some really great games so far in this.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fun. It's all
definitely
fun.
Really, really good. So we got 2 more. So it's going to be certainly quite interesting. So I'm still kicking myself that I decided to be because it worked with Socrates. I was like, let's go for it.
It just destroyed Socrates. It was great.
Yeah, it was good. I still need to record the replay with him. I don't know if he's
all right. I don't know if he'll want to. That was
we'll see. We'll see.
Brutal.
But no, that would So I figured it worked so much better with his. 'Cause, there was a lot of like literally I could KO pretty much everything, but with yours it relied a lot on like you not bringing certain things and sort of only so much damage certain things being damaged, like obviously the Alomomola and stuff like that. But yeah, really really good game, absolutely excellent.
I had a lot of fun.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle and just saw just how tense it is. Like you probably don't get an idea just how it was unbelievably tense. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.